Medieval Spawn and Witchblade, issue number 4, 32-page finale. This is the final issue of this miniseries. It's kind of weird to have a miniseries end at 4 issues. I mean, usually arcs last like 3 to 4 issues, but those are like arcs in an ongoing series. Miniseries usually go to at least 6. Sometimes you'll get more, but 6 usually seems to be the shortest. 6 or maybe even 5 if they want to just like round it out. But 4 just seems kind of weird. But yeah, that's what this is. This is the finale. I know this issue came out a little while back. The thing is just real life has been very hectic lately, and just. Yeah, I have stuff I gotta deal with and get through and things like that, and I haven't had a chance to go to the comic book store. I haven't had a chance to do a lot of things that I kind of wanted to do. So that's why I'm doing a review on an issue that came out a while back rather than one that came out on Wednesday. Hope you guys can forgive me with that. Yeah, it's just a lot of things have been. Never mind. Let's just get to this this review. So, the cover is pretty cool, I guess. Here's the thing about this. I like the story. The artwork doesn't do it for me, but I know some people who like it. It's not really my kind of. It's basically like cell shading. For anyone who's familiar with video games, cell shading. That's kind of what you get. Or the I forgot what the name of it was. Was it just Spider-Man? MTV Spider-Man. Does anyone remember that show? Back when MTV was actually interesting, before they went all political, basically. They had a cel-shaded Spider-Man series, which was actually not too bad. That's what this reminds me of. But yeah, we start off with present day, where we have 2 people waiting for somebody, and this confused the hell out of me. I was like, wait a minute, did I skip an issue? But I didn't. Just a second. So a lot of people seem to like Luna in Diversity in Comics. So hopefully you guys will like Mika. Mika. Yeah, hopefully. But let's get back to the review. So yeah, I was like, wait, am I missing something? Why are we in present day? But that basically this comic is kind of. This issue is bookend, so we'll come back to that later. So yeah, where we left off last time, we had our Witchblade character attacking Spawn and the old guy. It's kind of funny that they call him the old man, and I don't know, he doesn't seem all that old. I mean, I would say maybe he's like in his 40s, but that's not that bad. But yeah, he basically tells everyone to stop fighting, and that the Witchblade is under a spell, and he kind of helps her expel that spell. And that was just a weird sentence to say. Yeah, see, their work is, I don't know, like, it seems weird to me. I can see why people would like it, though. But it's just, some of it just, like, okay, if everything was cel-shaded, fine, but then you get weird stuff like this, where it looks like it's mostly the Spawn stuff, like that. Like, it looks like they basically took the Spawn figurine and just put him into poses. The Spawn figure right here looks like they took that and just put it into poses. I don't know. It really stands out from everything else. I mean, when you get close-up shots like this, it's fine, but then when you get some shots like this, it looks weird. It's too photorealistic, I would say. But yeah, our main villains show up, and they're the Trinity of Evil, and I guess they're all separate aspects of one person. And yeah, we get this kind of cool reveal. I was not expecting this, where we find out that this guy is actually King Valen. That Spawn isn't Valen. Spawn is actually the friend of the king, the one who was basically having an affair with the king's wife behind his back, and the one who ended up betraying the king in battle. that's our main hero. Yeah, basically he like, during the battle he snuck up behind his best friend, the king, and killed them. And then he went because basically he wanted to reclaim. He wanted to claim the kingdom and the king's wife. But then when he arrived, he noticed that the wife was evil, and so he threw himself off a ledge. But he never hit the ground. Instead, he went to hell, where he became a hell spawn. That's kind of a cool backstory. I like that reveal. That reveal was pretty interesting. So yeah, basically they try to seduce the Witchblade to the dark side, and she denies them. And then we get a fight. Which see, I'll say this. This right here, this is cool. That's a cool. That's a cool splash page right there. And even this right here is kind of cool. Like the artwork is one of those where like some of it is awesome, and then other parts it's just weird. Like stuff just stands, stuff pops out, and it's just, I don't know. I think it's because you get a mix of like photorealism. Like some of the backgrounds, it feels like it was just actual photographs that someone took. Maybe not right here, but in previous issues. I can't really find an example here, but in previous issues, it feels like the background, like maybe like that, is like it's like it looks like they took actual photographs, maybe like the castle and stuff like that. And then other parts you get cel shaded, and in other parts you get someone. It looks like someone actually illustrated everything by hand. And then other parts it looks like photorealism, but not background, like photorealism with the characters, but the photorealism is coming from something that's not real. Basically what I mean is like it looks like they took photos of an action figure, of a detailed action figure, but of an action figure nonetheless, and just use that. So you get this like weird mix of all these different styles thrown together, and it's just, if you had stuck with one or the other, then okay. Like just stick with the cel shading and everything can be cel shaded, fine. But when you just have like these different mixes of all these different styles and you kind of throw them together, it's weird because certain things pop out, and I don't know if they're supposed to be popping out at you. And yeah. But yeah, basically I just want to see, okay. I don't want to reveal everything. But yeah, basically we get a fight between Spawn, Witchblade, the old man, the Squire, and the Trinity of Evil, which has formed into one being. I will say this. Actually, I'll save that for a little bit at the end. So yeah, the king gets killed again and becomes normal looking, and the Spawn starts dying, and they decide to basically use their powers to send them into the future. And there's a little bit more, but I'm not going to reveal that. I'm just going to end the actual summary and / review there, because I don't want to spoil everything. But yeah, I'll say this. The thing I was going to say was, this feels a little bit rushed. Like the big final showdown literally happens in a couple pages, and I don't know. Maybe it's just me reading too much manga, where where you have battles that literally last like 3 or 4 volumes, which like each volume is like what, 5 or 6 chapters. I'm not saying that they should do that, like not at all, but I don't even need to say that they should draw out the final battle. Well, maybe they'll draw out the final confrontation. Everything seems a little bit rushed. Like, I don't know if 4 issues, I would assume 4 issues is where they meant to end it, because it'd be kind of weird if like they're like, oh, our first 2 or first 3 issues aren't selling well, quick, just pump out 1 more issue and just condense everything into a 32-page finale. So I don't think that's what they did, but I don't know. But this is something that I've noticed in a lot of series. a lot of miniseries in comic books, it feels rushed. Like the pacing, like the first half seems good, and then usually the final two, especially the final issue, it just seems like they just rushed everything, and it always confuses me because like how do you rush something that you know was planned to be a miniseries? And I'm not talking about like Marvel, where Marvel like it's meant to be an ongoing, but the sales are so crap that they, cancel it. But they just say, oh, this was meant to be a miniseries all along. It wasn't ongoing. I mean, you'll have like from the very first issue, it'll be like issue 1 of 5, issue 1 of 6, issue 1 of 12, but then the final issues always seemed rushed, and it's like how do you go into something or like you basically plan out the whole story and you're already rushing it? I don't know. Scope actually has done a pretty decent job. I mean, maybe it's because all their stuff is always like 5-part miniseries, sometimes 6 parts, but it's usually 5-part miniseries. Their stuff hasn't really seemed rushed. Their stuff has seemed pretty well paced so far. But yeah, a bunch of other comic series that I've read, it just seems rushed. That's kind of what this feels like. It feels a little bit rushed. Good story. Artwork is hit or miss. It's a miss for me, but I can see why people like it. There's some good aspects to it. I mean, hell, if the whole artwork was like this cover, then fine, because everything kind of fits together. But you get stuff where it's just like you get photorealism mixed with cell shading, mixed with photographs of like this right here. He stands out way too much. It feels like they took the figurine and they just posed it and took a photo of it and called it a day. I'm not saying that's what they did, but that maybe will actually help if I actually. It seems like it popped up way too much. But yeah, I like this series. It ends. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it ends where like I can see more adventures with this guy. I think if it had more time, maybe space it out into 6 issues, it would have been a lot better. Overall, it feels a bit rushed. I don't usually grade comics, but if I was going to grade this, I would give it maybe a C+. Which I guess in our like rankings nowadays, it seems to be people. I'm not one of those where I do like a 7 to 10, and like anything under 7 is terrible. Like for me, if this was like a 1 to 5, this would be a 6. So it's above average, but that's it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. I mean, I had fun reading it and stuff like that. It's just it could have been a lot better. So that's my thought on the whole Medieval Spawn and Witchblade 4-issue miniseries. Tell me what you guys think. Anyone's been reading this? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the artwork? What do you think of the pacing of the story, especially the finale? Anyone who hasn't, are you guys interested in reading it now after seeing this review? I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, again, sorry for not reviewing a new issue, a new series that came out just this week, but like I said, this real life hasn't been all that great. I'm not going to get all personal, but I've been in a slump for a while, and it's been kind of bad this week. So I haven't really done the things I wanted to do. Hopefully that will change next week. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this review regardless. If you guys haven't, please subscribe. If you guys enjoy the content, hit the bell for notifications so you get updates. I basically do comic book reviews every Monday and Friday, and then every Tuesday and Thursday I try to do a Let's Play, so video game stuff. So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. Even if you didn't enjoy the video, leave a comment. Just if you guys are going to critique, just make sure it's constructive. I have no problems with constructive criticism. Anything that will help me improve my channel, I will greatly listen to. I also have a Twitch, Pirate Monkey. You guys can get alerts for when I'm going to go live on my Twitter at Pirate Monkey 13. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Please, like I said, share these videos. Help get the word out there, because I would like to grow this channel. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys have a great day, great weekend, and I will catch you guys next time. Later.